Hey, hey. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Laura, aka Perplexed. So, as you guys know, Chris Watts is not like really dead, but it was like a joke I was doing in Patreon, so that's why the title is Chris Watts is Dead. But he's not really dead, but he's pretty much dead to me. But let me further on. Welcome, November Rain. Let me further on to say, Chris Watts is not really dead. No Angel thought it was funny too. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. So a bunch of us just got done watching Zav Girl. I became a member so I can chat in the chat. See, I'm so good to you guys. No, he's not really dead. He's just dead to me. Because you got to read the description. So, okay. So we were watching Zav Girl, and they did an interview with Sherilyn Cadle. And yeah, clickbait your ass. It's exactly right. Can you say clickbait? Absolutely. But it wasn't really clickbait. It was more of a joke. So, hey, Sammy. Hey, other people do clickbait. They get away with it. So, all right. So here's the deal. This interview was pretty interesting. Like, really, it was pretty interesting. I have some of it that I'm gonna do some reaction to and let me know what you guys think. And to me, the case is dead. To me, Chris Watts is done. He's dead. He's finished. Finite. Done. Boom. Bam. Hey, you live and learn. There's other people that don't seem to think so. There's other people, I wish it was true. If you look at the cover, though, it says, I said loud and clear like a girl can dream. Hey, Box, you should be watching anyway, Box. But you have it away with I can dream. Exactly, Anonymous. Thank you. Someone got it. So, all right. There were some things that some of you guys have followed Sherilyn a lot more than I have. Like, many of you followed a lot more than I have. And the thing with me, I've never followed these side people over and over and over. Hey, Ty, just because it's not worth it. To me, what's done is done, and the case is closed, and there's nothing more that needs to be said because the case is over. He admitted to it, and that's it. Done. And the reality of it is, though, is that people automatically want to put NK in it. They automatically want to say NK is guilty. And that pisses me off because I don't believe NK is guilty. I don't believe that she had anything to do with it. I heard some things tonight which do make sense. Some of the things I heard tonight make absolute perfect sense. And a lot of people not a lot of people missed it. She had like 1,600 people in the live and like 5,000 people have seen it already in the first like 20 minutes. So I know a lot of people have watched it. But some of the things that were being said, I don't know if I believe. One of the things, hey Mercedes girl, oh Vincina, you watched it? One of the things that she was saying, hold on, let me fix this so chat will come up. One of the things that she was saying that did make sense was that the duffel bag that was I was commenting. I was under Intrepid. The duffel bag that was found that he was like freaking out about was her clothes. Now that possibly could make sense. That absolutely could fit into why he was freaking out over the bag. We're talking about, all right, so let me back up for a second. So Zav Girl, who's a YouTuber, she's got about almost 50,000 subs. She had interviewed Sherilyn Cadle tonight. And Sherilyn Cadle gave alleged answers that everybody wanted to know about Chris Watts and her inside with Chris Watts. And I was sitting there saying, well, how do we know she's even telling the truth? Like, how do we know she's not lying? This is one side of the story. Now, and I'm going to play some of it. One of the things that kind of threw me for a loop, she was talking about AD and how this girl Blair is real and that AD is really talking to Chris. Okay. One of the things she says, no, baby blues. One of the things that she says that threw me off is when she said, well, Chris knows how AD works. Okay, Chris would have no fucking clue how AD works. Chris does not get the chance to listen and watch YouTube from prison. He just doesn't. What didn't come up, which I was really, really surprised, is that I think logically, and I would think, just thinking logically, that the reason why he's reaching out to AD is because Shanann's family is so against AD. So he hit 4 scores, so he is totally into talking to AD for that very reason. And for some reason, that never came up tonight. And I couldn't understand why. And I'm typing in chat and everything. And I couldn't understand why it wouldn't come up. Because he doesn't get the opportunity to watch YouTube. He has absolutely no fucking clue how AD works, how AD thinks, or anything. This is like a stab at Shanann. Or Shanann's family, whichever way you want to put it. But for them to act like he's watching and he knows this and he knows how he works, yeah, no, I don't think so. So that put up like a red flag for me. Hey, Ty, I like Bam Bam. I think you should talk to Duty Ron. So that put up a red flag. That was like, yeah, that's bullshit. Right there, that's bullshit. A couple of other things she was saying was that Chris and her met at the, yeah, but he wouldn't know how AD actually works, how AD's mind does things. He wouldn't know that. There's no way he could know that. Then you have the whole, which she didn't really bring it up, but it's like, and I guess I'm guilty of this with my little title, but my title was a joke. But you guys know me well enough to know that I'm not, I haven't focused on Chris Watts because I don't need to make money off Chris Watts for the last 2 years. So I can say this, but it just seems to me when you take Kim, AD, who else? Kim, AD, J, K, or I don't know if K's still talking about Chris Watts, but you know who I mean. That little circle of people that are doing nothing but trying to get a name off of, trying to make a name off of Chris Watts. The fact that people are trying to just solely make money on Chris Watts, which is what they've been doing for a long time. And I mean, your ADs, your Kim, your Jays, like, that's all they do. That's all they talk about. They don't care about any other case. That's all they want to focus on who makes the most money. Who's going to scam the most? Who's going to come up with the biggest theory? Who's going to come up? That is the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it's like you sit there and you're like, what? Why? Just why? And so and now Cheryl Lynn, who's making money. You know, someone asked, well, who makes the money from her books? Well, she makes all the money from her books. There's nobody on the other side to say that they're lying. And the ones that do, okay, well, then you go with the family. Well, that gives Kim the most credibility. Or you go with the, no, AD didn't say it, but Cheryl Lynn said tonight how, you know, how Chris understands how he works. Chris understands how he, okay, my name is blank. No, she didn't. Have a good day. How she works, how she, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just frustrates me that they're all fighting for who can make the most money, but there's nobody, you know, saying otherwise. There's nobody saying, nope, we didn't say that. We didn't hear that. Blah, blah. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know. I just wish that people would see it for what it is. And Cindy watches AD. Okay. But I'm just saying, it just seems like everybody is mad at everybody, but they're all fighting over the same thing, and that's who's going to make the most money from it. Because they're all so fucking money hungry, and it's like nobody's looking at the case. That's one thing I liked about Zav tonight, is Zav, I didn't get that feeling from her. I didn't get the feeling from her that she was just doing this talk about money. I mean, because she wanted to make the most money. She genuinely asked questions that were legit. She genuinely, and this was the first time I ever watched her, she genuinely was asking questions that were, hey, Jamie, that seemed 100% on point. She was asking questions and speaking like one of us. She just wanted to know. She, you know, and had legit questions. She wasn't money hungry. She wasn't doing this like solely for money. You could see that. You could see that in her presentation, in her whole aura. So if you're interested in Chris Watts, I would definitely sub up to her. Like I said, it was my first time ever watching her tonight. I didn't even know who she was. One of my Patreons is a mod for her. So that's how I even found her. And I was like, oh, I'll go watch this. Let me see. And she was really good, though. She was. So I would suggest definitely subbing up to her. And I was just, I don't know. I'm listening to Cheryl Lynn. I'm like, how do you even know this shit is real? And that's all I kept thinking about. And she was getting questions like, you know, what do you think of this? Or what do you think of that? Or what do you think of, you know, that she was, about the clothes. So a couple of Patreons is a theory that I never even fucking thought of, honestly. And I think of everything, but I never even thought of it. And that was that Nicole was there the night she came home. Shanann came home. That's a theory I never thought of. So I got to commend the Patreons that was saying that to me, because that makes a lot of sense. It would make sense that the clothes were there because she spent the night, although Chris knew exactly when she was coming home. And I was really, really shocked when they were talking about it. I'm like, you know what? That's a really interesting point. What if Nicole Kessinger was there when Shanann walked in? We don't know. It's very possible. Now, one of the things that she had said, Sherilyn had said, was that Nicole knew the password to the house. I don't buy that. And I'll tell you why I don't buy that. Because later on, she had said that Nicole was only at the house like 2 or 3 times. You should have come sat by me then. No, I never thought of that. Nicole, Sherilyn's book's categorized as fiction. She can get away with making things up. See, someone saying it's categorized as nonfiction. When I looked on Amazon, it just showed it was true crime. It didn't say it was fiction or nonfiction, but they were saying it was fiction. But they were on the phone for hours before Shanann came home. NK was there on July 4th and on the 14th of July. Okay. But they're saying that her clothes were in the duffel bag. So why would her clothes be there from July and by the steps? That doesn't make sense either. They have every Ring doorbell footage around his house. See, I said that too. Weren't there cameras in the house? But my point in all this being is some of the things Sherilyn seemed to have filled some gaps that people had questions on. So the real question is, do you sit there and you fill those voids? Do you sit there and fill those gaps with anything? And then that's going to open up 10 more doors? Or is the answer, what I would like to do is just shut out Chris, ignore him, who cares, and move the fuck on with your life. Make him dead. That's what I can't understand. Is filling the holes, is filling the gaps a smart thing to do? Or is it a dumb thing to do? Because once you start filling in the gaps, then you're opening it up to 100 more questions and 100 more analogies and 100 more what ifs and 100 more what if. Could it be? What if this? What if that? There could be 1,000 more what ifs. Why bother? Take the human psyche. Why are we bothering? Why do we care? What a thought, Laura, at the end. Exactly. But seriously, though, why do we keep going down rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole when the end conclusion is going to be the same? Fuck Chris Watts. No, Angel, that's the point I'm getting at. That, you know, is filling in the gaps a smart thing? But I think that that's what Sherilyn is doing. I think she is filling in the gaps. I think that whether true or not, she's filling in the gaps that people have questions on. But the problem is, people aren't laying it to rest. Garb, I don't watch American Detective. I don't watch Armchair Detective. I never watched Armchair Detective. I don't agree with some of the things that I've heard him say, and he's money hungry. But it's the same reason I don't watch the other people that are like that either. Chris Watts, as narcissistic as he is, because I believe he's a narcissist. I know others don't, but I believe he is. He wants to stay in the spotlight. Staying in the spotlight gives him meaning. Staying in the spotlight gives him, makes him feel who he is. That's who he is as a person. So the more people that continue to talk about it And the more people that he can drop little tiny eggshells on and little tiny what if gives him meaning in life. Hey, Vintage Gal literally gives him meaning in his life. And it makes his days go a lot faster. If everybody would just stop and just stop talking about him and not care and stop giving him the supply that he's looking for. And I know it sounds hypocritical considering I'm talking about him, but I just got done watching a 2.5 or 2 hour live based on him and a book. So that's why I'm discussing it. But as you guys know, Chris Watts is not something I've ever wanted to discuss other than reaction videos, because really I think the guy's a fucking idiot and case closed. You think he regrets rolling over quickly now, so I think overall he's clueless. That's a good point. Exactly, No Angel. People are keeping him relevant by all of these theories, but sadly, they're not doing it because of them. Hey, Lanky, they're doing it because they are making a lot of money at it. And that's all they care about. Let's make as much money as possible as we can off of this case as fast as we can. Hey, Stacia, as fast as we can so we can make as much money as we can and move on. No, he did not get shanked. People going to him, and obviously CW has nothing going on. Exactly. That's exactly right. This will continue on and on and on and on until they finally run out of money. They finally say enough is enough. See, but Gravy K, here's the thing. I'm fascinated by the case, not the theories, but just the fact it went down in 6 weeks. But what went down in 6 weeks? Because nothing actually went down in 6 weeks. There was so much more. Oh, another thing that Sherilyn said. Sherilyn said that Chris had introduced Nicole the summer previously in 2017 at a company barbecue. The fail in that is she didn't work for the company then. So how would she possibly be at a company barbecue if she didn't work for the company? Somebody would have noticed that she didn't work for the company. If I remember correctly, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, if I remember correctly, her father had something to do with the company. Am I right or wrong? Didn't her father own the company or was a big shot at the company? So that would have nothing to do with Chris Watts at all whatsoever. No, what? So I'm wrong? I remember hearing that something about that. These two morons couldn't have kept this under wraps. I agree with that too. Right, wrong, no, yes. But it was something about he was a VP or something. Did he pull an Epstein? Nah, he's alive. NK's father was a bigwig somewhere. I thought he owned the company or worked for the company or he got her the job. Who got her the job? Hold on. Her father went to her interrogation, but he had nothing to do with Adoranco. Oh, I thought he did. For some reason, I thought he did. He's a computer specialist. His father, very good resume. He's a Freemason, our dad. Oh, so you and a Freemason. He didn't own the company, but I think he owned the company that contracted out the monitors that NK oversaw. Okay. I knew the father had something to do with it. Dwayne Kessinger on LinkedIn. Freemason is also speculation. I'm trying to turn green. Is it good for iPhone? Yeah. Okay, I knew the father had something to do with it. All right, it had something to do with connecting with business or computers or something. So, I don't buy that. Like, I just don't. Because if that happened, Kim is in her chat right now. Kim is in whose chat? Kim is in whose chat? Oh, Zav's? Kim is an idiot. Kim is a pure idiot. Caroline, it's intrepidcandleco.com. Kim is disgusting. Sorry, but she is. She's a liar. She's a money-hungry whore, and that's all she's into. She wants to make as much money and as fast as possible. That's what she wants. And it's disgusting. But whatever. Hey, to each their own. There are people that are giving it to her. But I'm watching the chat tonight. And I'm watching Zav Girl's chat. And some of the people that were in there, it was comical. Because you sit there and like you listen to her. And you sit there and you listen to her and you're like, really, Kim? Do you really buy your own bullshit? But, yeah, I think she does buy her own bullshit. So, I don't know. I just wish people would fucking... Oh, absolutely, Johnny. She saw money symbols. It was all about money. That's all she saw was money, money, money. That's all she wanted was money. Oh, hold on. I'm on the wrong thing. That's what she wanted was money. She wasn't going to be in any discussions with her from the last one on because she didn't buy Kim's bullshit. The link for Zoom meeting, I'll try Safari. What link is for Zoom? Hummingbird just posted it. Hang on, I got you back. Oh. Whoop. All right. There you go, boo. There you go. Charles still a nightmare. That's the other thing. People need to not forget about Shanann's family. This is real life people. People are putting Chris Watts on a fucking pedestal like he is a celebrity. This man is not a celebrity. He is a fucking murderer, and people seem to forget that. It's so annoying that they keep forgetting this man is a fucking murderer. And everybody's trying to touch him. Everyone's trying to talk to him. There is nothing fucking special about him at all whatsoever. He's a liar. He's a fucking self-righteous narcissist. He's a cheater. He's a piece of shit. Who fucking cares? Like, that's what I don't get. And it pisses me off that so many people forget that this is Shanann's real... this is the Shanann's family's real life. Even the Watts family, this is their real life. This is not some game. This is not some, yeah, it's right. He's not OJ. You know, he didn't have a good life. He didn't have some big life. It's one thing to read about it. It's one thing to talk about it. But to come up with all these fucking theories that the cops do not have and the cops have not investigated, move the fuck on. And that goes to every single person that's paying Kim, every single person that's paying AD, every single person that's paying Jay. This is real life, people. Real fucking life. Welcome, Lanky. And I just don't get how people just forget that. Let's all go into battle for a man. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I really, truly don't. I don't understand why. Just why. I don't know. I really don't know. Then Chris and little Laura, that's what a lot of us do. But that's why I decided to watch this interview and just see what was going on. And it's the same shit. You know, Cheryl Lynch just filling in gaps, and I don't know. I just, people get so excited about everything, every little thing that Chris Watts says or does. Like, he's not important. He's a fucking mass murderer, period. End of story. Yeah, Moses, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I don't know. I just don't get it. I just wish they would stop. Stop giving this man space. Stop giving this man anything. You know, let Shanann's family grieve. Let Shanann's family live. And they can't when it's nonstop. This is their real life. I just think it's fucked up. I agree. Thank you, Carla. It's true. Those children were also grandchildren. You know, and somebody said it in Zav's chat, and she's right. I forgot who said it, but they said, you know, I kind of feel bad for the Watts. Well, the Watts did lose grandchildren too, regardless of who did it. And in all honesty, as whacked as the parents are, if my son killed my grandchildren, I don't know if I would own it either. I don't know if I would totally admit it. That's a hard fucking thing to swallow. A hard thing to swallow. Like, really hard. Yes, my son killed my grandchildren and his wife. All because he was fucking somebody else. Yeah, I'm not so sure that would go down well. I don't know what I'd feel. I don't. Nobody can say that they know what they feel because they don't know what the fuck they'd feel. And they don't, you know, that's all they have left is him. They don't have anything else. They have hope. They have, you know, at least my son's alive. They can't say the same for their daughter-in-law. Or maybe they liked what he did to the Shanann. Maybe, you know. But none of us know exactly what we're going to do unless we're in that position. But being in my position, yeah, it's easy to come up with some story and make tons of money like they are and feed into all these people that want to. But no, that's not reality. The reality is nobody knows what they're going to do. Nobody knows how they're going to feel. So you can't totally blame the Watts. You certainly can't blame Shanann's family. And whether Chris was having an affair for a year or whether Chris was having an affair for a month, at the end of the day, Chris took responsibility for all those deaths, let him rot in fucking jail without any hope for anything and move on. Plain and simple. Nobody told him not to have a trial. Nobody told him to fight. Nobody told him anything. They're innocent Look in the eyes of the children. They're innocent and thought the world of their dad. Such a waste of space and too much time being spent on a sorry murdering ass. Exactly. She will block people if they ask her about Chris. She was the one who... yes. That's when everyone got back hot on the case. Yeah, but the Netflix series, it didn't have anything new. It was the same shit. He's not getting an appeal. Chris Watts, let me say this loud and clear. Chris Watts is not getting a 35C. Chris Watts is not getting a trial. Chris Watts is going to rot in fucking jail where he is now. It's never going to change. Nothing is going to come of it. These people have this wishful thinking. He doesn't even fit into a 35C. Doesn't even fit into a 35C. It's not even possible that he can get a 35C. It's just not even possible. It's not an option. It's wishful thinking, and these people are fucking idiots. I don't see how any woman could even be in support of that scumbag. I agree with you. And actually, Carla, because money. That's why. Money, if they sell this dream, people are going to buy it. And what Kim has done is she has slowly put doubt into people's minds. The same women who think that, oh, it's perfectly okay for, perfectly believable that Shanann killed her kids. It's the same type of people that are buying Kim's bullshit. And the rest are just money hungry. I mean, think about it. Jay, I'm not downing Jay for this because, hey, if she's got the audience, then go for it. But she has a specific tier in her Patreon that's solely dedicated to Chris Watts. Who joins a Patreon just to get info on Chris Watts? But, hey, more power to her. I am not downing her for that. You know, she's obviously got an audience that want it. But the fact that there is an audience that wants it is what scares the fuck out of me. Because those same people are on a jury. Those same people are going to sit on a jury one day. Those same people believe that Shanann was pregnant and killed her own fucking kids. So, those are the kind of people that Kim is brainwashing. But Moses, as a fellow creator, I'm not going to down her for something that obviously people want. You know, she wouldn't be able to do it if people didn't want it. And she wouldn't be able to keep it going if people didn't want it. As sick as it is. And it is sick. And the fact that people like Kim and all these other people could have jury duty scares the fuck out of me. For real. It really scares me. Like, no joke. That's some scary ass shit. So, I'm glad that my people are not dumb. I'm glad that my people don't see the truth. Not don't, but see the truth. And I'm glad that my people totally see how sick these people are. Sick to me how you can profit off the death of those beautiful babies and their mother by not speaking up for how much a scumbag Chris is. That's true too. My point is that Jay's ruining it. I think it's ruined already. But it's not ruined for everybody because at the end of the day, Jay's making a fortune off this. Kim's making a fortune off this. So they're the ones laughing all the way to the bank. You can't fault somebody for that. And is an obsession. My sister was obsessed with it for years too. It's intriguing, I guess. But ask her, what exactly is intriguing? That's what I don't get. What's intriguing? Going back to start. Like, I don't know. I guess for me personally, I don't care. I care about what's come out of his mouth. And the second that he claimed that the kids, that he killed them and took them where their mother was dying, was in the backseat dead, And he took them there, and Bella screamed, no, no, no. The fact that he can come up with this fucking story is mind-blowing. That's enough for me to sit back and be like, yep, gotta go. That's a case closed for me. Because if it's true, it's that much worse. If it's not true and he lied about it, wow. That's a hell of a lie to tell people. The mind frame you would have to be in to tell that kind of story if it was fake blows my mind. Absolutely. I just can't. And I don't believe that he didn't act alone. I believe he acted alone. I also have a theory that I think his dad knew. I don't care what anybody says. I think his dad knew. I think he's told his parents about this illicit affair. I think his dad said, get rid of her. And he took it literally. That's what I think. And that goes in perfect conjunction with everybody saying he might have Asperger's or autism. Well, they take things literally. So if you want to go with that theory that he, has Asperger's, which I don't think he does, but let's say he does. Let's say he has Asperger's. Okay. So his dad said to him, so get rid of her. Just get rid of her. Well, he meant, get rid of the whole family. Well, he took that as, do you, Carla? Because nobody else, I haven't met anyone that agreed with me. So thank you. But I think he took that as, okay, I'll kill them all. That's what his dad meant by getting rid of them. His dad meant divorce them, not get rid of them, like kill them. So exactly, Johnny. That's my whole point. Who gives details about murdering your family and then change a story after being in prison for 2 years? Exactly. Especially those kind of details. Okay, for those of you that are still coming in here with do you not read the whole title? Why don't you read the whole title? And it's not clickbait once you read the whole title. Or the cover picture, either or. He couldn't divorce her. Child support would have cost him a chunk. In my mind, he had no other choice. Yeah, but there's ways to work out child support. And welcome, Carla, the way that his dad, the way he wanted to talk to his dad, tells me that his dad may have known. If his dad, it's a very strong possibility that his dad played it out exactly the way I said. That his dad played it out as, hey, you know what? Just get rid of them. That's all you can do, Chris. Just get rid of them. And he took that the wrong way. He took it as, get rid of them, kill them. And that's why he wants to talk to his dad. And that's why he was so into talking to his dad. That's my theory. Anyone who makes excuses for him or tries to explain what he did is not worth listening to. He's a wife and a baby killer monster. The end. I agree. Thank you, Oscar. Ronnie didn't know him. See, I think Ronnie did know. But like I said, I don't think anybody knew he was going to kill the whole family. Let me rephrase that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's very possible that his dad said to him, get rid of them. Just get rid of the family. Thanks, Carla. Just get rid of the family. And that's where he took it literally. But the court calculates child support based on salary, so it wouldn't be a lot if he was making $6,000 a year. And he could quit his job. I mean, there's a million ways around child support. Millions of ways. Some of the things that Sherilyn did say that made a little more sense was that Nicole, when people were talking about Nicole was looking for a wedding dress or whatever. Okay, well, you're with somebody 6 weeks, you're not looking for a wedding dress. So that, I kind of tend to lean, they probably knew each other longer. But then you look at the letters that exchange back and forth, and those letters were fairly new. So they could have known each other, but maybe they just, had this explosive relationship. I've met guys that I wanted to marry in a weekend. I I had kids with someone I knew 3 weeks. So you just never know. You know, some things just happen. Should have watched Scott Peterson trial first, for real. Ain't that the truth? She was apparently looking for a friend or something. AD is an idiot. That was you, Ty? I'm 110% single now. I thought you were single, Ben. She was obsessive. I think she was infatuated and looked up wedding dresses. He wanted to start fresh, cute. Yeah, but like somebody else just said before, it's very possible that his dad was joking around and said like, oh, just kill them. Or she was joking around and said, just kill them. That's possible too. Some claim Nicole is getting a dress for a wedding satanic ritual. What? No, I'm not buying that. And he had 50-50, might not pay at all. The court exactly how much kids spend at each house. And from what I understand, if Nicole had met the kids, she didn't have a problem with the kids. There was no reason for her to kill the kids. You know, it wasn't like she was trying to get out of the kids. She liked the kids. See, but Oscar, that is so iffy because you hear one thing from like Sherilyn, but you have the other theory that, you know, the cops got the date wrong. Because if you look at their emails and their text messages from the last couple of weeks, they look like it was a brand new relationship. It didn't look like it was a year-old relationship. It looked brand new. So that's why it's kind of iffy. I think Chris Watts did it alone too. I do not believe she had anything to do with the murder. Cato said he fixed the leak Saturday or Sunday before, which was weird. He has never said that before, so I don't know. And I don't know if that was it. Yeah, she said it was NK's closed. Case is closed. Only part iffy is why NK sell ping in Frederickson that AM. Yeah, there are a lot of rumors floating around. I think he killed the kids because he thought, welcome Ice, because he thought they would tell what he did to Shanam. It's possible, but I mean, how else would he have explained it? Like, how else would he have explained how Shanann ended up dead? You know, kids tell different theories. Kids say weird things. Kids, there's just, he could have gotten out of it without having to kill them. Yes, Lady D. Lady D, that was me that said hi to you before. I was Intrepid. I don't know if you know Intrepid's my other channel. Rumor had it they met at the gym the previous year. That's what Sherilyn said. I don't know if I buy it, though. I really don't know if I buy it. I mean, the whole theory on, you know, her parents staying at the basement and he went to the gym, all that's possible. But according to what we saw with our own eyes, not rumor, not anything. Hey, Michael, not rumor, not anything. Stuff that we saw with our own eyes. He was a very loving husband that whole year or that whole couple of months before that. People are forgetting that we saw that. If you really watch it, there was kind of like a change in Chris from her early videos to her later videos. So we watched with our own eyes how Chris was, how Chris interacted with his kids, how Chris interacted with her. And that part seems to be forgotten about. So he didn't seem like a cheating husband a year previously. And if I'm not mistaken, he's the one that talked about having a baby or wanted another baby originally. People that say he had help does not make sense at all. Why would he take all the right? I totally agree with you. I thought Chris looked as interesting as a brick from the cat god. I agree with that, though. That's what I'm saying. I never understood that. I never understood why people, I don't know, just, we saw what he was like, and he was different towards the end. He wasn't much different, but he was definitely a little different towards the end in the last couple of videos, and he was in the first couple of videos. So, I don't know. I'm very iffy on it. I just think that, I don't know. I'm firmly believe that he acted alone. I do not think that whatever the details are in between, at this point, I don't even think matters. Some say anal sex puts a bigger smile on a man's face. And welcome, Lady D. And I don't know, I just feel like he did this alone. And if he didn't do it alone, and he's covering up for her, and this whole story about where he killed the kids and everything else was completely made up, then that's 10 times worse than anything. You know, I find that to be more sick than not. Like, than the actual act, the story. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. It's not a big conspiracy. It's not a huge, oh my God. But Shanann didn't wear the pants. He killed the whole fucking family. So she may have thought she wore the pants, but she didn't. He actually wore the pants. That's why they're all dead and he's still alive. I wish it was true too. People are drawn to this case because their entire story is all over on Facebook, put there by Shanann, then all the body cams. It's the first time entire case was on video. But, Jamie, see, there's the thing, though. A lot of things are not on video. We only see one side. We see Shanann's side. We don't have video of Chris and Nicole. We don't have video of their fights. We don't have we just have video of Shanann. And honestly, there's a lot of cases where the victim has videos up. The only reason why, this case has everything, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But I think people, really, it's Occam's razor. Sometimes just looking, the obvious is the answer. It's not a big conspiracy. Not that it makes a difference, but do you think NK was pushing Chris to leave Shanann? Chris panicked because he didn't want to lose NK. It's possible. I definitely wouldn't say no. I am a Capricorn. But I definitely wouldn't say no. Heather, I would say that's a very good possibility. Monkey, that's not true. You're only looking at that from what would you call it, Moses? What you're looking at, you're only seeing it from Shanann's eyes. You're not seeing it from Chris's eyes. We see what Chris's eyes are, and they're fucking evil. But, everyone's basing on how she ran the pants because you saw her videos. That's the biggest misconception that people have. I don't care what his mom said or anything else. The bottom line is that he saw, we all saw things from her eyes only, and exactly what he wanted you to see on camera. Someone that is capable of doing what he did is very capable and calculated of how to act on camera. He wanted everyone to believe that he was this laid back, she ran the pants, she did this, she did that. Well, you know what? As soon as she found out, as soon as he was legit cheating on her, or the public knew, whatever, she was all of a sudden kissing his ass. She was all of a sudden, she wasn't wearing the pants anymore. He was. So again, you're looking at it from her perspective. You're not looking at it from his perspective. And that's the whole world. We're looking at it from her perspective. That's because he was cheating. But I'm saying what you saw with your own eyes. Most men are very different behind closed doors, exactly. He had the power, 100%. 100% he had the power. He let her think she had the power, but no, he had the power. She erased her text messages for a reason, not sure why. He helped look for some of the missing boys. Huh? She could have stood up long before. She could have. But that's why I always said she was a victim. Because reading her text messages, I felt that way. Like, I felt exactly what she was feeling. I went through that. And everything she was saying, like, how could he cheat on me and blah, blah, blah. And it just makes sense. Problem is creators like Armchair Detective will hammer out 5 videos a day obsessing over every little detail of the case. Then you get these imaginary women having relationships with him. Madness. Yeah, someone in Zav Girl's chat said, just call her Kim Watts. I thought that was hysterical. It's so true. Hey, Samara. It is just so true. She was 100% willing to do any... Exactly. He had the power. Only on Facebook did they make it look like she wore the pants. And she even said it a couple of times. Yeah, no. Nobody put their negative stuff on Facebook. Highly doubt she would post a video saying Chris goes... Exactly. We don't know what he's really like behind closed doors. 100%. Now, is he kind of a kiss ass? Like, I can only base it on what I see with my own eyes. And what I saw is different than what other people saw. Thank you, Samara. What I see is different than what other people see. I saw things that other people didn't see. Just like her being a victim or him being a narcissist. A lot of people argue with me, but what made me see it was those text messages after she was cheating. Right after she was cheating is when I realized, you know what? Yeah, he is a narcissist. This is typical narcissistic cheating. I can't stand men who cheat on their pregnant wives or non-pregnant wives. Rubs in the wrong way. YouTube is making money, but I'll just stay away. The neighbor said he heard Chris going crazy, but he retracted it. I don't know if you always had power. You know how it is. You wear the pants till the man gets fed up and you beg them not to leave. That's possible. Can't handle the way people look at pics and videos and think they know us. Exactly, Sandra. Exactly. See how chunky he was before Thrive? Yeah, I never found him attractive. But was it Thrive or was he going to the gym? She then went through hell before her life ended. She did. She definitely did. But you know what? I wouldn't call it a happy note, but hopefully, she died before her children did. Because I would not want to know my children were dead. And then I was dead. I would much rather die thinking that my children were alive and that they were going to be taken care of for the rest of their life. I wouldn't want to know they were dead. But on the flip side of that, if she knew they were dead, there would probably be a reason why she didn't fight it. That would definitely be a reason why she didn't fight him. Besides the fact she was probably drugged up. Which is another thing that came up tonight, was the fact that she had, he claimed that he gave her Oxycontin or oxycodone, whatever, which is another thing I want to touch on. Hold on one second. You saying cut my, I'm sorry, Sandra. But the oxycodone / Oxycontin debate. They were saying in Zav's chat that it can't be crushed. Okay, I know somebody that can liquefy both of them and shoot them in a needle. Oxycontin and oxycodone. So they can both be crushed and they can both be liquefied. So whoever said that, oh, it wasn't OxyContin or it wasn't oxycodone because it couldn't be crushed, yeah, they can. A drug addict, anybody can crush anything they want. So I do know for a fact both of those drugs can be crushed and liquefied and shot if needed or if wanted. But he claims that he didn't get what was it? Oh, that he gave her OxyContin, but it wasn't in the toxicology report. So then Sherilyn was saying that in the toxicology, there's another toxicology report that we didn't see. That to me is a conspiracy theory, because the toxicology report was like a 25-page report. So I don't understand how there's some big conspiracy. Oxy can be shot, absolutely. They changed it to where you were able to snort them, but people got around that. Yeah. Or Lady D, or the fact that she knew her kids were dead. Because I can assure you that if my husband killed my kids and then was trying to kill me, just take me. Just take me. I don't even care. I don't want to live anymore because I couldn't live with the fact my kids were dead. So that could also be a big reason why she didn't fight it. Now, that doesn't coincide with his theory that they weren't dead at the house, but that to me is always stuck with me as a reason why she never fought. Like I said, if my kids died, I wouldn't want to live. Just kill me. Don't fight. I'm not even going to fight you. Just fucking kill me. Plain and simple. So that's where I have to agree with the kids were dead first. Very creepy cases, John List. She Wild wasn't there to protect her baby, though. Agreed.
Mom.
Uh-oh, here comes a walking one.
So I'm setting up the alarm. For it to be AM, does it need to be both the dots?
No.
It needs to be one?
Well, no. PM is a dot, not AM.
What's AM?
No dot. No dot. If your alarm is on, then it's going to show a dot for the alarm. I'll set it up when I'm done.
Okay, well, when are you going to be done? I'm
right,
going to bed in 5 minutes.
All right, I'll be there shortly. Kids. Speaking of, is Sage home?
I don't think she might. I'll check. I'm just going to get some water.
Technology catches up. Maybe she got... No, the painkillers wasn't even in her system. From what I remember. But like I said, I haven't looked at this stuff in like 2 years. Because I really don't care. I'm going on bits and pieces. Can't fight back if you pin down. Not sure why people question this. Uh-oh, Lady D. You found the shadow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Family annihilating men in 30s. Being pregnant, exhausted, yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it was in our system like 99. Yeah, I don't think it was either. But that's what I'm saying. They were trying to say that there was another toxicology report, which I don't think so. You would fight back well, he did have some scratches though. There were some scratches on him. What are we talking about? If you're getting strangled, you're going to fight. Oh. Are you in the shadows? I don't believe it was a shadow of Nicole, though. I don't. I scratched my own neck trying to breathe. I know, right? Just point, I don't think it matters what they found in the system or really what exactly happened. They are dead, and Chris is where he needs to be. I agree. I don't believe he killed the girls twice, though. Yeah, I don't think it's that he killed the girls twice. From what I understand, is that he tried to think, like he thought they were dead, but they weren't. Nicole bending down and picking up one of the girls. So then you believe his theory. You believe his exact theory. And that's that he killed the girls at the place. Paige, I agree with that. I never believed the shadow either. I thought that was AD's on drugs. But could it have been him picking up a girl? Yeah, because that's exactly how he said it went down. I don't think they gave either one of them lie detectors. Okay, Lady DC. Buka. So you believe exactly how he said it, which is how I think so too. Who knows why some cases touch the public and under... See, but it's one thing, like Lady D. I'm going to use her as an example. I agree with what she's saying. And she believes that it went down exactly the way Chris said it went down. That's perfectly fine to talk about it like that. But to throw in all these other scenarios and all these other things that may not even be possible is where people have the problem. Blair is AD's buddy or something. I'll agree with that, Paige. I will definitely agree with that. So, it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. How about the other shit that went down today? Let's put aside Chris Watts for a second. How about that fucking America the Disgrace today? Woman was killed. Insane. I think he's given 94% truth, and what's missing is the really horrible part. I don't understand what truth he could be hiding. Welcome from Dan after the storming of the Capitol. Yeah, that was insane. Absolutely insane. Blair was some woman that wrote to Chris because she's going back to school forensics, and he wrote it back. But isn't she like AD's friend? We need help with American people. Yeah, people worried about you today, Lanky. I'm in the UK. Can anyone explain why today happened? Ava, that's something that even us Americans want to know. 4 people died? I thought only 1. Then why are they only talking about 1? Smashing the girls in small holes. Yeah, that's sick, Gravy. He already said he did it, though. Ava, what happened today was a disgrace. As an American, I'm embarrassed to even say what happened today. They confirmed 4.5 hours ago. I thought they were using rubber bullets, though. Oh, speaking of stimulus, I got an email from TurboTax. Stacey Marie, you listening? They said that the stimulus is going out, that they cleared it up, but they didn't know why it was a mistake, and it is going out. They announced it was 4. But what did they die from? They died from the police. They died from the crowd. Ava, believe me, us Americans, we couldn't understand. We couldn't believe it either. I was embarrassed to say I was a Republican. I was embarrassed to say that I was an American. I can't even believe what went on. Read the last comment. I know they know if the kids were alive or not because they have the ring footage. Look where it picks up Shanann. It got him that morning. I think they went to Wisconsin to see if he would confirm it. Confirm what? That the kids were alive or dead? Yeah, a lot of people got theirs. I never got mine. A lot of us never got them. You check it? Yes. But they said the other day that if it says not available, that means that you'll get it on your taxes. But TurboTax sent me a thing and said that's not true. I need the money too, believe me. I'm a single mom of 3. Is it Trump's fault the Senate was attacked? Kind of. That the kids were alive. Okay. So then he did confirm it. Four dead, 14 injured. It's crazy. Check my status today. Yeah, if it said not available, it said you weren't getting it until tax time. But now they're saying that's not true. At least TurboTax told me that wasn't true. So we'll see what happens. But why we would have to wait until later is stupid. Why would you have to wait till taxes? It's just dumb. He's a wannabe dictator. Yeah, I mean, was it Trump's fault? Maybe. He definitely had something to do with it. I mean, but you can't blame somebody because the people actually did it. And according to some intelligent Republicans who were down there, some news reporters, they were saying that it's all about stealing the election, but it was supposed to be a quiet protest. But everyone's saying that, you know, Biden won fair is fair. But, I mean, our whole electoral system is a joke. Because we don't have, you know, there are states that don't even vote. But it only matters about 250 votes of the Electoral College coming from certain states. So we don't have a say in the whole country. We don't. There's only 7 states that matter. And out of those states, you only need a certain amount. It's so dumb. People think that we have power over voting. We don't. And that's what they were trying to say today. Lady D, I heard that wasn't true. I heard that too, and then I heard it wasn't true. I was just giving Laura the details on the other 3. Yeah, that is horrible. They update things after January 5th on the website. I know you're not mad at me, Lanky. Winina said it was huge. No, I know. Welcome, Stacia. I mean, you can't blame Trump per se. Just like you can't blame NK. But They need to figure out a voting system if people stop voting. I stopped voting a long time ago. Once I found out that we really don't have a say unless you are in the electoral college, which is such a small amount of votes, yeah, it don't matter. People in like I think it's Kansas, there are certain states that have no pull at all. And if you live there, you might as well not even vote because it really doesn't fucking matter. The vote was proven. See, but Lanky, my only problem personally, and I'm not that into politics, but my personal problem with it is Trump hasn't done anything bad for the country. The country is in a actually pretty good state, considering everything, let's go pre-corona. But the country, he hasn't done anything bad. I mean, taxes are down, gas is down. Financially, the company's in a good state. Then corona hit, and who knows what's from there. But, to say that they're going to bring in Biden, who's an asshole, and it has nothing to do with being a Democrat, but the fact that Biden probably has Alzheimer's, or it's just not all there and doesn't seem like a good leader, it's very weird that he was elected by a landslide. It just doesn't make sense to me. But regardless if he pays or not, the point is the country was not in a bad state financially. We happen to have been in a pretty good state. We really did. We were in a good state as far as the country goes. Gases are going to shoot up. The whole country is going to get fucked up now. Watch what happens when Biden comes in. Taxes are going to go up. Fucking, everything's going to go up. It's going to be horrible.
Mom.
I agree with that, Lady D.
Mom.
I totally agree with that. The media has room Trump. But, I mean, looking at the country as a whole, we were not doing bad. We were doing pretty good. He kept gas prices down the whole 4 years. Gas prices have been a low for 4 years. Taxes have been low. Like, the economy was doing really well. And now all that's going to get fucked. Because all these Democrats want to come in and say how they are so this or so that. They're for the people. They're this for the people. And they're not, though. They are that 1%. That's why I used to laugh at Hillary. Because Hillary is a 1%er. Like, Hillary, you are rich. So just stop. Everyone and their mother is going to get free medical unless you're a citizen. That's true, too. We don't import oil at all under him. Under who?
Mom. The clothes that I took to Iowa, did you wash them?
Clothes that were in the dryer?
Yeah. Were those the clothes that we took to Iowa? Or I took at least?
Some of them were, yeah.
Did you wash any of my clothes?
Look on the couch.
Is that all the dirty clothes?
No, it's all cleaned.
Because I'm cleaning the clothes that, I'm just doing a load of laundry.
Okay, so that's all clean on the couch.
Did you clean any of my clothes, what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's start paying the Middle East again. Yeah, right? People think Trump was bad. Trump was not a bad president. That's what I'm saying. Whether you personally like him or don't like him, that's a personal issue. But as far as a president goes, he was not a bad president at all. He actually did really well for the country. He created jobs. He did a lot of good stuff. We got rid of China. I mean, a lot of shit. Ronald Reagan was an actor. Anyone could become president. Prime Minister and handling the COVID crisis fault. Either the whole country is locked down until March. Our economy is fucked. Biden does nothing like he hasn't for all the years he's been a politician. Yeah, Biden is not a good... I would have been happier with Hillary. Lanky is a diehard Trump hater. But seriously, though, people think Trump was bad. He really wasn't. He was great for the economy. We're never going to see gas prices like this. Watch what gas prices do. Gas prices are going to fucking go flying. We're going to pay like $3, $4. Thanks, Just Sunspear. Gas is going to go skyrocketing. Taxes is going to skyrocket. Everything's going to fucking skyrocket. And who's going to get fucked? The middle class. That's who's going to get fucked. Biden's been a politician for 40 years. What has he done? Tell me one reputable thing the man has done. You know, just because somebody's a politician doesn't necessarily make them better. But Hummingbird, we didn't get fucked this time. We all know Biden will never make 4 years. Democrats knew and know this. America is very third world and minimum wage. Yeah, but Lanky, if you look at Australia gets $25 minimum wage, but their cigarettes are $27. So really, is it a win? He helped create Obamacare. Well, Obamacare is still in existence, though. Biden is a rescue dog. Major will be the first. That's cool. That is cool. It's not a reason to elect someone, but I agree. Biden done said he is going to repeal Trump's tax cuts. Of course he is. I agree with that, Gravy. Obamacare sucked. I had it, and it was high dollar. It is high dollar. I love you too, Lanky. But there had to be a huge part of the population that voted Trump out. They must have had good reason. Well, that's what they're fighting, Ava. That's what the whole thing was today. Is that most people wanted Trump, but the powers that be are saying no. The powers that be are saying bullshit. You're right, Moses. You got me. Trump got rid of the penalty for not having insurance. Yeah, I try to do my taxes. I don't have my W-2 yet, but I went through it to see what it was, what I would get and stuff. And it's when it comes to the insurance, it tells you, that you have a, that, we no longer you don't have to worry about paying a tax. A lot of dead people voted Trump out. That's what they say. But this guy today was talking about something about how Trump, that they didn't go by the Electoral College or something. The judges or something, I don't know, it was something like that. The judges voted. It was very weird. I don't like the Electoral College either, but the popular vote was real. The electors don't have free reign. Well, according to them, they do have free reign this time. What's up? Where you at? Trump is being sued a lot. So is everybody. Can you please cater to UK audience now and talk about something we know about? I don't know. It seemed to me UK was pretty keen on our politics. What? You need a haircut. You got fuzzies everywhere. You got big clumps. You big fur ball. My big mutt. Trump is bringing out racism. Nah. Lanky Tor, I'm telling you. Honestly, girl, whether you like Trump or you hate Trump, he was really good for this country. I'm telling you, we're not going to see gas prices this low ever again. Watch. Gas is going to shoot up to $3.50, $4 a gallon like it was. China's going to come back. Jobs are going to be cut. Democrats want to make it out. But we're not getting it, Lanky. That was whatchamacallit? That was Trump's suggestion, not Democrats. Explain that Trump economy was never so great and why. Hey, it worked for us. It worked for us little people. Truly loves country. It's not about the money because he has money. He is known our government has been corrupt for a while now. That is true. Everyone will see after Biden is in a year, we are fucked. Yeah, because they don't care about us little people. How'd you guys feel about Trump hiding COVID? How did Trump hide COVID? Ow. Heard today that 1 in 50 in UK has COVID. No shit. I don't know. Like I said, I am not a big politician. I'm not into politics at all. You know, I just know what I live, and I live that gas is down, and, you know, just looking at it from a human perspective, country's been in a pretty good fucking state a couple of years. That's all I can go on. I promise you'll receive a $2,000. I haven't ever received this fucking stimulus. And no, I don't think I'll receive a $2,000 stimulus. Democrats are not going to do it. And if they do it, guess who's paying for it? We will. We're going to pay for it with our own money. With the first one, we didn't pay for it. Hang on 1 second. I got to let Book out. Hold on. Come on. Pain in the butt. And you are correct that Biden calling Trump a fearmonger regarding COVID and Nancy Pelosi mocked him. Proof has been in the pudding. Quick change subject. So we are voting for Biden for a $2,000 check that people can't live off of for long. How about getting people back to work and not living off the government? That's one way to look at it. Let me tell you something about unemployment. Unemployment here is a fucking nightmare. Nightmare. I have been trying for 2 months to get a hold of these people. You can't get a hold of anybody. Now they implemented a new system where, and I'm in a totally Republican state, but now they implemented a new system. You have to call at 5 o'clock to get on a list for someone to call you back the next day. And then you need to keep your phone with you. It is the stupidest thing. It's like, it's almost not even worth it. The only reason I'm trying now is because of the extra $300 a week. That's a nice chunk of change. So I'm like, you know what? Let's try this again. And it's absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. It doesn't matter what country you're from. Stimulus checks aren't free and the people always underpaid. Any type of help here is a nightmare from what I hear. Oh, it's ridiculous. But I don't know why people think Democrats are going to give us a check. Democrats were against giving us a check. Look how well the elite did with the stimulus. Hey now, Lanky. Democrats are the one who stopped the stimulus check and it took months. Exactly. I got mine the next day. Glad you did. Democrats added so many things to stimulus package, millions of billions to others, countries as included. Can we only talk politics when Dayton is running? Dayton will be like Trump. Dayton's going to be Mr. Trump. I'm for the people. But that's the thing, too. Trump may not have known a fuckload about politics because he was never a politician. But like I said, coming from me, coming from the regular Joe Schmo, I don't see where he did anything bad for the country at all. I vote Dayton too. Dayton for president. Democrats also tried to sneak other things in and Trump stopped it. I agree. I've 9 months later managed to get my rent paid and $85 a week to live on. I've got 2 kids. No child maintenance either. What's child maintenance? Babysitting? They get $320 a month for. It's crazy. Millions for lizards running in treadmills studied, but they can't give us $2,000. I know. The Democrats are lying to you. I agree with that. Lanky, I have done research. I'm telling you, you're wrong. We're not getting to that. The Democrats are the ones lying. They haven't called me back since June. I'm on the phone with unemployment comp hours a day with no... Exactly. So then it's not just my state. It's your state too. It's horrible. 2 months I've been trying to deal with this. And then I called today at 6 o'clock. And they're like, no. It's already full for tomorrow. I was like, oh my God. My kid's dad won't pay child maintenance because COVID. I'm living on savings. I'm sorry, Ava. My one hasn't paid since July. 7/15 was the last payment from Twins' dad. Bill collector called me for him. Child support. Oh, I'm convinced the Democrats are lying. Because the Democrats always say how they're all about the people. They're all about the government. They're all about rich people paying. It's not. They're lying. Every time Democrats are in office, things are higher. Things are more expensive. It's horrible. Arizona, the extra month in the last 6 weeks the first time, and my boyfriend only got like 104 a week. It's about right. Trump is talking donations and millions. Nah, Lanky, you're wrong. You could say that about every president. Any single person that ran, where's their money? Where's their donations? But on that note, I am shutting down because I'm tired. And I got to set his alarm clock. They're all about lining their pockets, exactly. But think about it. All you have to do is run for presidency. Look at Bernie. A couple of years ago, he racked in millions. He didn't have to win presidency, but he's got millions in his pocket now. He's set for life. I did enjoy my birthday, Jules. Guess we can guess your... I'm really not. I'm really neither. I haven't voted since Reagan. No, I can't even remember the last time I voted. I haven't voted in probably 15 years. Like, I won't vote on elections. I'll talk good game, but I won't vote on them. I'm not going to be the one guilty. And I haven't voted in a long time. I'd probably say the last 5 elections I haven't voted on. But If I had to categorize myself, I am a independent, because there are certain things about Republicans I believe in, there are certain things about Democrats I believe in. But the Democrats don't follow through. Shame on me for not voting. I know. My vote doesn't matter. That's why. What other president would work 4 years and never receive a wage? Anyone. Yeah, exactly. You tell them, Aussie. Anyone that doesn't vote can't complain. Anyone that doesn't vote can't complain. I don't vote. I don't complain because I don't have a say anyway. So it really doesn't matter. Look at Aussie in the house coming in with the sucker punch. She's right, though. What other president would work 4 years and never receive a wage? That trial done said. What? Never voted for the winning team, and I've voted since I was 18. I'm nearly 50. 50 is a tough age, just so you know. Love you too, Lanky. All right. Oh. I'm going to shut down. I will see you guys tomorrow. I thought tonight turned out to be really well. I thought we had a great conversation. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Oh, and I do want to tell you guys, so I don't forget, Patreons know this already, but if you guys remember the cupcake case right here in Alabama, where the little girl was kidnapped and killed, her nickname was Cupcake. She is in, both of them are being tried for murder, and court is in December of 2021. So, but I'll do a separate thing for that. But I just wanted to throw that out there. It was on my mind. So I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. And welcome new members and